why you feel stuck and feel paralyzed and can't take any action towards the goals that you want to achieve. Number one, you're thinking about the entire process. Oh my gosh, I want to lose 40 pounds. How long is it going to take me to lose 40 pounds? Probably 8 months to 12 months, and I'll start it tomorrow, right? Then months and months go by and you're like, ugh, I could have, I should start. Then you're like, what do I do? You're overwhelmed, you're thinking a little bit too far ahead. What you could do, it's time to make a change. Think about the very first step that you would need to start with. Think about the first few steps of the starting process. You don't think about the entire project. For example, if you are starting high school, you don't think, man, I have a long 4 years, where those 4 years are broken up by each year, and each year is broken up by 2 semesters. Each semester is broken up by weeks, and all of those weeks have daily lessons and classes per week. So if you just think about your goal from a big perspective, it's overwhelming. Like, oh my gosh, I'm going to take high school 4 years. Or if you're like, you know what, I just got to focus on today. Just focus on today. That's it. Okay? Number 2, if you're feeling paralyzed, and a lot of times people feel paralyzed for different reasons, but I tend to think about what's the minimum effective dose? MED, meaning what's the tiniest step that you can do, that you can take in order to move forward just a little bit. Because even the tiniest step forward is still progress. It's still movement. It's still a little momentum. Okay? Nothing changes if nothing changes. So as much as you might feel stuck, as much as you might feel paralyzed, as much as you're unsure about taking action toward the goals that you want to achieve, nothing changes if nothing changes. So if you keep wanting to change, but don't do anything about it, first you have to accept that if I don't do anything about it, me thinking about it isn't going to help me in the slightest. Okay? Next, stop overthinking, stop worrying, stop obsessing. Now, the reason why I say this is because I have had a few clients who, they get overwhelmed, they start like, you know, they had a bad weekend and they ate a little bit, and they see the scale and it goes up a pound or 2 and they're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I need to like reverse everything. I need to start over. I need to do it all over again. And I'm like, no, you don't need to do any of that bullshit. You need to stop overthinking. Which leads to the next point. You're seeing the forest for the trees. So for example, if someone hops on the scale after a weekend and they ate a little bit more and then they weigh themselves, they're like, oh my gosh, I gained like 2 pounds. And so what I think about 2 pounds, I'm like, you know what 2 pounds is of fat? That's 7,000 calories. Did you eat 7,000 calories on Sunday? I highly doubt that. But what I do know is that you probably have a little bit of salt. You probably ate a little bit more food, maybe more carbs. You didn't drink a lot of water. It's probably a little salty. Maybe you're a little stressed. Maybe you didn't sleep well. And every single one of those factors will contribute to you gaining a little bit of weight in terms of water weight. Maybe you're a bowel movement or a poop away. But the reality is the next day, you just get back to what you were doing. There's no need to tell yourself, I need to start over. There's no need to tell yourself, I need a break. There's no need to tell yourself, oh my gosh, I need to like go on some crazy detox, not eat and fast. Just go back to doing what you're going to be doing and then watch what happens to your scale weight the next day. You'll probably go back down in a day or 2. It's not that big of a deal. But then sometimes you just need to hear that. So if you learned something from this, time to get moving. Stop overthinking. Minimum effective dose. Take the tiniest step. And last but not least, the best is yet to come. So if you're thinking about your past and where you were, I want you to think a little bit about the future you get to create. The future that you get a little bit leaner. You get to lose a little bit of weight. You get to take action toward a positive change in your life. And the more you think about that and think the best is yet to come, the best is yet to come, you're going to see some progress and you won't feel as paralyzed. Well, I hope this helped you in a little bit of a way so that you can get some momentum and stop feeling a little paralyzed. Coach B, I'm out. Peace.